Good evening, South Carolina. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up this evening. In spite of the rain, you all have decided to show up to support this movement for a better South Carolina. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to thank my Lord and Savior, who has been there for me and has given me this purpose, has given me this courage, this fire that I have within my belly to be a champion for the people of this great state. Next, I need to thank my beautiful wife. Y'all heard my baby. Thank my baby. My beautiful wife has saved me from everything. She has saved my life in more ways than I can count. She has been my everything. She has been my rock. She has been my world. She has been the heartbeat of our family. And I want to thank my family who has stood by me, my children, all of my children. I got 4 babies over there, 4 of them. I want to thank my children. I want to thank my family who, they are not in-laws. These are my family, and they are standing right here, right now. This is my family. They have stood with me. They prayed with me. They prayed for me. They've been in my corner since the beginning. They have stood there when there's long nights and early mornings and travelings and babysitting and all different types of things to make sure that we had what we needed as a family. I thank you. To my supporters, I see you. I see you. I see you. I thank you. Thank you so much for always standing with me. Thank you so much for believing in me, for believing in somebody like myself who sometimes feels unworthy, but God calls the unqualified and makes them qualified. And I'm just so thankful. So today I stand before you with humility and conviction and what I like to call fearless faith. Fearless faith to continue tackling the issues and the concerns of the people of South Carolina. This fearless faith has guided me all the way to where I am right now on this day. But first, I really need to tell you just a little bit about my story so you understand who I am and where I come from and why I fight for people the way that I do. The very first memory of my life, I remember my older brother running away from home. And the person who helped him to run away from home shot him and killed him. That's how my life began. From there, we went through lots of poverty. I lived in about 5 or 6 different motels. I lived in a Motel 6. I lived in an Evergreen Motel. I lived in these places where nothing but prostitution and drugs and gangs and police. I went to 7 different high schools. But I remember the day I got that SAT score back and I knew it was high enough that I was going to college. I knew it was a new beginning for myself. And I got to college, and I was still considered a homeless student at the College of Charleston. My address was 1031 CFC Complex, Charleston, South Carolina. When my teammates were going home for Thanksgiving and Christmas and holidays, I was sleeping in the locker room. I was sleeping in the dorm rooms. I had nowhere to go. But I continued studying. I continued working hard. And I ended up graduating from the College of Charleston. I got drafted to go play basketball in the NBA D-League. Then I played basketball overseas in Brazil, Canada, Portugal, and Mexico. And then in 2015, after I had helped my brother come to Mexico with me, I got a call from a friend who said, "Hey man, your brother just died last night." That's when I decided to retire from basketball. That was the last year that I played basketball because I wanted to come home to be with my wife, to be with my children, to raise my family. And when I got home, I had to go through some counseling because I was dealing with some PTSD. I was dealing with trauma. I didn't know how to really react to life outside of the trauma I was dealing with. And I went to counseling with my pastor, and he showed me a different way. He showed me some things, and that's when I really got involved. And then in 2019, I decided to run for office. And when I ran for office, you gotta understand what people said to me. You're too young. You're too inexperienced. You need to wait your turn. You're too black. You need to drop out. You're disrespectful. But I truly believe what God has for you is for you. I truly believe that. And he had a purpose for me. And when I ran, we unseated a 22-year incumbent to become the youngest and the first black to represent our district. We made history together. We made history together. And that's what this campaign is going to be about. It's going to be about being together, being united. So let's tell the truth. South Carolina is a beautiful state, filled with resilient, hardworking individuals. But too many of our communities are hurting. They are hurting right now. South Carolina has the highest percentage of roads and bridges in disrepair in the country. Our roads are the worst in the country. Healthcare, our healthcare access is dismal. Too many individuals are driving hours and hours and hours just to get the healthcare that they need right there in their communities. Rural hospitals are closing down. Individuals are dealing with so many problems right now. South Carolina has over 600 unsolved murders just since 2020 alone. We are in trouble in this state. We are dealing with so many problems that we have not seen. We know that in South Carolina, for 22 years, this state has been under a single-party Republican rule. In this most recent session, a supermajority in the House and a supermajority in the Senate. I also want to talk about something so deeply personal. It's women's reproductive rights. Because I remember, see, I've got 4 children, and I remember being in that delivery room and my wife giving birth. But never once during that time did I feel like I would die based on my wife giving birth. But she felt that way. She had to make peace with God. She had to talk to me about how to advocate on her behalf. This is how she felt. And we have to make sure we're advocating for women's rights. So what I want to tell you right now is that women's reproductive rights have now been turned into political battlegrounds where individuals who want to fight against each other. And we need to restore a women's right. Right now, we have 5 GOP candidates running to be the next governor of South Carolina. And one of them is more concerned about chasing cameras and DC politics than she is concerned about you. All 5 of the candidates on the other side are more concerned about serving Donald Trump than they are concerned about serving you. That is a problem. But I also believe this, y'all. I believe that tomorrow can be a brighter day. Tomorrow can be a brighter day. Because we, the people of South Carolina, we have never been afraid of hard work. We have never backed down from a challenge. We have always moved forward. We have moved forward with the heart of belief. Belief that our state can be stronger, can be more fair, and can be more united than ever before. I want you to imagine a South Carolina where every child, no matter their zip code, attends a great public education school. I want you to imagine a South Carolina where we have, a livable wage and affordable health care, no matter what zip code they live in. I want you to imagine a South Carolina where bridges are sound and the economy is good and everything is running fantastic from the mountains to the sea. I want you to imagine a state that honors women's rights. I want you to imagine. That's the South Carolina I believe in. That's the South Carolina we can build together. And so today, as I stand here humble, asking for your support, I'm going to announce my candidacy for governor of South Carolina. Yes, thank you. Not to seek power, but to serve. Not to divide, but to unite. Not to harp on the past, but to build a future rooted in faith and the heart of belief. When I am governor, we will invest in infrastructure. We will fix these roads. We will fix these bridges. When I'm governor, we will fix public education. We will invest in public education. When I'm governor, we will restore women's reproductive rights. And we'll do this by launching the Joint Committee on Women's Reproductive Rights, which will be comprised of women who are Democrats and Republicans, because they are smart enough to make their own decisions. We're gonna raise teacher pay. And yes, because children deserve the best start possible. We're gonna support small businesses and entrepreneurs who are the heartbeat of our economy. We're going to support fathers and their families, and we're going to remove any barriers that keep fathers from the homes. We're going to govern with transparency and integrity. We're going to lead exactly how the people of South Carolina need us to lead. Now, I know the road ahead, it won't be easy. I know the forces of division are going to try to destroy us. I know the voices of doubt are going to try to sow seeds of discord. But I have this fearless faith. And this fearless faith is what has propelled me to be in this critical moment in time. One where I don't shrink or cower to these problems, but I rise with purpose and conviction. And I'm going to do that for you. The people of South Carolina deserve better. You will get better. And I want you to understand that I will always be in this fighting for you. God bless you.